A lot of people think that you have to go out and find something to make you love your life or to make you love yourself. A lot of people, and I include myself of this in the past. A lot of people think, oh, I need a new car, I need a new house, I need a partner, I need to have kids, I need to have X amount of money in my bank or my earnings, or whatever, before they can actually love their life, before they can love themselves. Or people think, oh, I need to figure out how to get to a place where I can love myself and love life. I need to, I don't know, get all the qualifications. I need to study everything. I need to be operating on an intellectual level that surpasses all humanity. Slightly tongue in cheek there. Um, but people, and as I said, when I say people, I very much include myself in this at times, and more so in the past. But it's putting our happiness and putting our love and putting our worth and whatever into the future. It's constantly putting it's constantly putting that into the future to some distant place that may not arise. That you might not get that job, you might not get that I don't know, qualification or whatever. It's conditional. It's conditional on some event happening at some point in the future, and it's basically it's kind of tacitly saying that I can't have that now. I can't create that now because I need that external thing to validate me. I need that external thing, even kind of like, oh, I need to think a particular way to do this and do that. It's constantly putting it outside of ourselves. It's constantly kind of putting it outside of our control as well, really, because as I said, you don't really know that thing is going to happen. You don't really know. Something could happen and you don't get the qualification, or something could happen, you don't get a car or job or whatever. It's constantly putting things outside of ourselves, outside of our control, into the future, whereas actually we all have the choice to love ourselves. We all have the choice to love our lives and be happy now. It's a choice that you make. It's a choice that I made a few weeks ago, actually, because I was not loving my life. I liked my life and I liked who I am, but I was kind of like, oh, I'm not loving myself. I'm not loving my life. There was kind of like another level that I could get to enjoy myself, enjoy my life to a higher degree. And 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 yeah, I had a coaching call with my own coach, and Coach Jane, about this, and we talked for a while. And to me, it felt like I needed to have a kind of like a step 1 to 10 of things that I needed to do. I needed to go and find the knowledge. I needed to build something. I needed to do I don't know, see through stories that I had about myself and life and whatever. And actually, it was really simple. It was just the fact that I could choose to love my life. I could just choose to be happy. I could just choose to love life. And I don't know whether you're listening to this and go, oh, that's just rubbish. Like if I could choose that, I would do that. And yeah, I understand. A lot of my life, I had depression, anxiety, stress. I had a lot of health issues as well in the past. And yeah, it didn't feel like, I didn't necessarily feel I could be happy and love myself and love my life, particularly when I had brain fog, and that basically meant that I couldn't even read a sentence in English and understand what it said. Yeah, it didn't feel like I could be happy. It didn't feel like I could love myself all my life. Yeah, I can totally 100% relate to and perhaps understand where you're coming from. But having gone through those things, having got rid of those things myself with coaching, and things I've worked on myself, I can quite I can quite conclusively say it is that simple. It is as simple as choosing to love your life and loving what is. Byron Katie talks about it in one of her, I'm sure she talks about it in all her books. I think she's got multiple books, but in one of her best-selling books, she talks about loving what is, loving reality. And 100%, that's been a massive part of my journey, actually. And it's something that I recently read a bit of her book, and was reminded of that point, loving what is. and it's such a powerful thing, because once you love what is, once I had, and I had like insomnia for 8 or 9 years as well, when I loved what was, or saw what was as neutral, um, then I could kind of not focus on it as much. I can kind of not focus on it as much, and I can create anew. I can go, okay, that is what is. I can't necessarily do anything about it. Obviously I tried loads of things and stuff, but I can't actually do anything about it. So I'll just accept it for what it is, love it for what it is. And what that allows is that allows kind of freedom. It allows kind of space to kind of just create anew. And yeah, it coming back to kind of loving what is, loving your life. It is that simple. It is as simple as accepting your present circumstances for what they are, focusing on what you love about yourself, focusing on what you're grateful for. I don't know whether you health or family, friends. I don't know whatever. Focusing on what you're grateful for, and simply choosing to move away from a kind of negative mindset, or not a destructive mindset, but kind of like, I see it as a down energy, kind of like, minimalizing of your life, minimalizing of yourself and your energy, and whatever, and choosing a different path, choosing to love yourself, choosing to actually appreciate all the good things about you, all the good things about your life, and loving it. And what you'll find is, when you make that choice, your life will get better. You will focus and concentrate on all the good things about you. You'll be more grateful for your life, and the key is feeling better. If you feel better, if you're feeling lighter and whatever, then that's what you're going to be creating through. That's what you're going to be creating into your life. If you're feeling negative and kind of like withdrawn or whatever, then that's what you're focusing on, and that's what you'll create. But by accepting what is, loving what is, taking that step back, and choosing to love yourself, choosing to love your life, you will inherently create for yourself a much, much, much better life. And yeah, it is really that simple. And as I said, coming from someone who suffered for a lot of his life, yeah, I kind of know, I guess I can know and relate to having not loving my life and not loving my circumstances. But yeah, if you're interested in that book, it's a book called, I think it's Loving What Is, but it's by Byron Katie. And I would definitely very much recommend taking a look at that book.